Shit. My bad. Whoa, you crazy girl. That was your introduction to the world just then. You leaping around like a jabron. Look at you go. Look at you go. You're crazy, dog. You're crazy. Look at the special guest performing for you with her antics. She doesn't even know she's on the internet. I agree, girl, but I'm trying to get this set up. And you're being very distracting. You are being very distracting. You seem to be good at that. You excel at that. Do not anger your brother. Okay? Hi, Adventure Bikes from America. I forgot to set the bot up. I'm way not on my game tonight. I'm not on my game tonight. My beard's all scraggly. Jeez, I'm struggling. But don't worry, I have a Coors Light. So life could be worse because I have Coors Light. And I have our special guest right here next to me on the couch. And I have Travis. So what else do you need in life? Coors Light, Travis, special guest. Life is good. Life is good. I got a Sean. Got an AG. All good. Didn't really set up my stuff correctly, but we can rectify that quickly. Also have a Chewy right here. You can't see him, but he's right here. Caribou BC, what's up? I'm coming to BC in a couple months. Several times, actually. I'm coming in August, twice, and in September. Corey, you made the right choice. That's all I'm saying. You made the right choice. Because you couldn't meet Starbuck if you didn't leave the Oregon BDR stream, but here she is. This is our special guest, everyone. My new dog, my adventure buddy, my full-size dog. Her name is Starbuck. This is Starbuck. Say hi, Starbuck. She is a puppy. I don't know if you could tell. She's only 5 months old. So, she is a little bit of a kook. We did a DNA test. She's 98% goofus. We actually did do a DNA test, but just sent it off like yesterday, so it's going to take about a month. We don't know what she is. Some kind of pit mix. Hey, what do you eat to make you so American? Everything. Trav, tell us how you really feel. Okay, hold on. I'm almost actually set up to where I should have been before I started. Okay, don't get in Chewy's face. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. These two have had a little bit of a run-in, and I had to pry her off of him because he was being obnoxious shit and wouldn't let it go, and she chomped down on his neck skin, but they're fine, I guess. It was just really scary. I was scared. Thanks, Oxman. Nunchuck dog. I figure we're gonna have like a huge influx of people like at 7 or 7:30 when the Oregon BDR stream ends. But you can always just go back and watch the movie anytime. But you can't be here live with me after this is over. So you all, 58 of you at least, made the right choice. Is all I'm saying. My birthday is the 16th, and I normally like stream on my birthday, but I'm going to be in California at a Alpine Stars is hosting this kind of private event. And I'm going to be at that on my birthday, so we won't be able to stream on my birthday, so I just thought we'd throw it in tonight. But yeah, my birthday's 2 weeks away. What's today? It's 11 days away. Thanks, Brad. What's up, Brex? Brexton? My daughter's 16. Okay, can we stop playing long enough for me to drink? Everyone's seen you now, right? I shouldn't be riling you up. She's actually quite sweet when she settles down, but she's a puppy. What are you gonna do? Oh crap! What's up, Big C? Aw, you're my favorite commenter named Big C. You got your shirt? That's sweet, Steve. Yeah, Sean, you can die happy now. She's not doofus, she's a goofus. Slight distinction. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the happy birthday wishes. Just an excuse to drink, not that I need one. Right? It's just how I roll. Hi, Ghost Rider. Ah, it tastes funny. Well, it's Coors Light. It's supposed to taste funny. It tastes different than Coors Light normally tastes. Hey, that's a little too close to a happy area that I don't want you to bite down on things. No, you're a little clumsy, and I don't want to risk it. She whips this thing around, and if she hits me in the face with it, it might knock me out. So if like I just pass out on the stream, it's because this dog whipped me in the face with the freaking rope toy she's playing with. No, I don't want to play right now. I'm trying to do stuff. Never ridden a Benelli, no. Where do I get my Star Wars shirts? I think honestly, the real answer, my wife. She always buys me shirts like for Christmas and my birthday. I like don't really buy myself clothing. But I literally just find these things like Target or whatever. Oh my god, you are putting on a show, dog. You're putting on a show, dog. Look at her. She's a freaking ham. She doesn't even know she's on a camera right now. This is just how she is. She loves to go upside down. You are putting on a show. She's a good girl. She went pee before we started. She's about to jump over the back of the couch because that's her favorite thing. And then she'll come back up and over it. Just wait. All of her toys are back there. So we have a rule. My wife's rule. We're not allowed to play downstairs or upstairs. So we play fetch and stuff down here in the den. And so she's always looking for toys to play more. Oh, you got the new logo sweatshirt. Eric's right there. Eric made that. He's rad. He's a brilliant, brilliant designer. Hey, no, get out of there. She's trying to like eat my stuffed Ewoks and stuff. Good job, Brad. You go longer than me then. Where you going, darling? Starbuck. What are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. No, my birthday is the 16th, but I'm gonna be gone, so I thought let's just do it now. But I'll probably come back from that trip and decide to stream Friday night anyway, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I was a high school teacher, Chungus. There she is. You gonna chill out for a bit? Yeah, good girl. You laid the wrong way because now I have to move the camera again so people can see you. They're not here for me. There we go. Most of you. Boxer Dalmatian cross. I wonder. She's got some spots, and I see a little boxer in her, so could be. And I also have a Chewbacca right here. You can't see him, but he's on my lap right here. I still have the rally. I told you I'd keep it for a year. It's only been like 5 months. Did I get that in January? I haven't had it that long, have I? No. Thanks, Brad. They were really good because I didn't edit them. Matt's crushing it. He's working on my Get on ADV Fest video right now, so he's a rock star. What's up, Ape? How old is Dork? Why don't you guys guess? This is a fun game every year. I'm either like really flattered or super insulted. Old enough to buy a stupid puppy. Well, it's funny, Eric. You see that box, the cardboard box right here that says 300 on it? So I just ordered that. It's got okay, well, we're getting close to my limit of fat jokes, but I appreciate your humor, I guess. Although some of the fattest teachers I know were gym teachers, so yeah. English and theater is what I taught. Thanks, Trav. Thanks, Camper. What up, Will Nate? Damn, some of you are very generous. Nobody's gotten it yet. Nobody's gotten it yet. You're all very close, though. You're all very close. Trav's being a dick because he knows how old I am, and he just wants me to be older than him, but it'll never happen. Did I finish my sentence? This one has like 80 games in it. Okay, problem. Finished. Sentence finished. I got distracted. It's like, it's not that, you know. Hola, amigo. Salud. You presume I am around 50. Okay. I presume you're nearsighted? There you go, Bob. Somewhere between 16 and 60. You're not, I mean, I'm Brad. Got it. I'm turning 44. Yeah, I'll be 44. Hey. Oh, I didn't tell you my prediction. At some point, this dog is gonna go tearing ass off through here and like either pull the camera down or pull the whole computer and everything, and the stream's just gonna stop. So just know that if you hear me go ah, and then the stream cuts out, it's because the dog did something crazy. Because again, she's a puppy, and puppies are unpredictable. And this setup is not puppy proof. Are you in the litter box, Starbuck? Starbuck. Starbuck, come on, Starbuck. No, she's getting toys. You're a good girl. Good girl. Good come. Way to come. That's a good girl. Good girl. Yes, I'm only 44. No bite. Whoa, that was a move. You're too crazy today. Oh my god. You got zoomies right now. On camera. Yeah, I'm not being sensitive. It's just not clever or funny. So if you're going to insult me, come up with something better. That's all I'm saying. You're really embarrassing yourself. I don't think she's eating Kitty Roca. Oh, I can see her on the camera. I think she's just getting toys. Starbuck. Starbuck, you're embarrassing me. This whole stream is not supposed to be about me chasing you around the basement. Oh, hold on. What are you doing? God, it happened. I told you. She just nailed the camera. This freaking dog. Come on. Oh my god, the zoomies are happening. What did you guys do to her? Very anxious right now. I think she's going to come up over the back of the couch. That's my guess. Okay. She's going crazy. Can you hear her? Oh my dear God. Oh. 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 She's tearing ass around the couch back there. This usually doesn't last very long. That's a lot of zoomies. No, Chewy. Come on, dude. It's fine. Stop. Come on, Chewy. No, we're not going to do this right now. Chewy. Chewy, come here. Leave her alone. Come on. Chewy, come here. This is turning into chaos. She hasn't done this before. No, leave him alone. What did I tell you? Get out of here, psycho. You're gonna watch me break up a dog fight live on camera. Get out of here, you psycho. Oh my god. You need to chill out. Okay, you're gonna have to have a timeout. You almost killed Chewy. He's old. He can't handle your stuff. What a chaotic freaking nightmare this is. He doesn't want to play with you. Chill. No, I don't usually take the dogs to rallies because they'd have to sit like in the trailer all day in the heat while I'm out riding, and I just don't want to do that to them. So I usually leave them home. You done? That was a lot. That was a big zoomy burst. I thought I had her all tuckered out. We went hiking and stuff today, but she's a maniac. There you go. Oh, and she'll probably just fall right asleep. Just wait. Oh, nope. I was wrong. She's thirsty. She worked up quite a thirst. You see this little nugget right here? This is Chewy's head. If you just stayed on my lap, none of that would have happened, Chewy. Is this the content y'all tune in for? Oh, well, I'll gladly take the blame, monkey work. I always tell people to blame their spouses, or blame me to their spouses. Don't blame your spouse. They don't like that. Um, because it's what I would do. Okay, see, look, and now she just asked out. I'm gonna ignore her for a minute and see if she'll chill. Thank you, Douglas. Hello, Alan. Yes, someone asked, is Starbuck the special guest? She is. So the only time I've talked about getting her, I've just put up a few pictures in Instagram stories, but I haven't mentioned it otherwise because I wanted you guys to meet her here. So there she is. That's Starbuck. And everyone, well, not everyone, half of you are like, oh, I get it. And the other half of you are like, why'd you name her after a coffee place? So I'll tell you. So Starbuck is a Battlestar Galactica reference, right? The original show was Dirk Benedict, a man, and then in the reboot it was Katie Sackhoff, a woman, and she's a girl, and we like. I want to name her a Star Wars name. All my pets have Star Wars names, but there's like almost no good female names. Leia's too much of a human name. I already have a Rey upstairs. I didn't really like Ahsoka, although she is kind of striped. Did you see she just passed out? Puppies, man. Um, Thought about Padme, but she just doesn't seem like a Padme, so we went with Starbuck because Bo-Katan was a mouthful, but by association, Katie Sackhoff, Starbuck. Plus, it's a literary reference because Starbuck and Starbucks were both named after the first mate in Moby Dick. So I got to tie back to my English major roots. Yeah, the problem is, um, ever since I named her that, every time we go for a walk, a bunch of BMWs just pull up right next to her and just sit there. Super weird. We thought about Jin, but it just sounds like Jen. I didn't want people to think her name was Jen. And Jin Urso is a mouthful. So it's Starbuck. She's done pretty good at learning it. I've only had her 3 days. Not exactly monkey work, but just you just go ride really well maintained Forest Service roads. That's what I mean. And then you start branching off from there when you feel a little bit more confident to the stuff that's a little less maintained. Well, look at that decent number. I legitimately thought that BDR stream was going to have a big impact, but there's more here than there were last month when people were making me spend my money. Look at her. Was she bouncing off the walls a minute ago? She's just assed out, like immediately. Well, and plus Starbuck meant all kinds of cool nicknames like Bucky, Buckaroo, stuff like that. Ooh, I just got an email from Blizzard about Diablo 4. Well, Palpatine is a boy, so I didn't go with it. If I'd gotten a boy dog, I was going to name him Kenobi and call him Obi. But we have had enough marking issues with this one that I didn't want another boy unless it was just like we got there and it was like, oh, that's the one. All right, we're not getting political with your Bud Light things, guys. Not doing it. So Trav is on watch. Just keep it to yourself. Trav did not ride home with me. Trav crashed his Africa Twin and rode home 1,000 miles. I almost begged him to just climb in and ride with me. We literally put my 450L in the back of my truck so that the toy hauler would be free in case he had any trouble on the way home. And the guy just rode it home. He's just a total badass. What can I say? Just a total badass. I gotta send that picture to my wife. 5 minutes ago, she was tearing the place apart, and now she's doing this. Yeah, Marin could have worked. I just played Fallen Order, but it wasn't like an earth-shatteringly good part of my existence. I'm playing Jedi Survivor now. Thanks, Wherewithal. Yeah, she was pretty cute. Honestly, Trav was there at Get on ADV, and I was just looking at the website for our local shelter, and I was like, oh, I like this one. She's cute. I texted my wife and said I have a good feeling about this one, and we actually went to look at a different dog, but I was like, well, let's just meet. They were calling her Nova, and I was like, let's meet Nova, and we did, and she was really fun, and I was like, well, I want that one, so we got that one. Oh no, the AT was the front subframe has to be replaced. He has like a custom sport bike windshield now. He had to take the peak off his helmet because the wind was so bad because he had no protection because it was so messed up and he couldn't really see his speedometer. So he had to use the speedometer on the Garmin because it was all bent down to where it was like covering it up. Pretty funny. But I was more worried about some kind of catastrophic failure and not being able to steer. Right, wind is whatever. I mean, it's annoying for 2 straight days of riding, but it won't kill you probably. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Cheers to Kevin. Thanks for the birthday present. I will use it to buy kibble for little Miss over here because I'm learning that big dogs eat a lot more than small dogs. I've never had a big dog before. I've only ever had small dogs, but we have more room now, so it seemed like it was time. Trav's good. He's in here. He bonked his head a little and broke his toe. Pretty sure. Is your toe still messed up, Trav? And some bruises. He got incredibly lucky. Trav's always a little stiff. That donation woke Starbuck up. Did you see that? She's like, what the hell? DuckTales. I love DuckTales. It came out 20 years before I was born. Her favorite character is Goofy, who isn't in that show. The Beagle Boys. She likes the Beagle Boys. We're at 150. Y'all are coming to hang out on my birthday. I appreciate it. If I'd have known so many people were going to show up, I would have prepared more exciting things to do, but we're just hanging out with the dogs, talking about what we're doing, what we've been doing. So we just came back from the Get on ADV Fest. That was fun. My toy hauler is still a piece of shit. One of the tie downs pulled out of the floor about 20 miles from where I was stopping to camp the first night. So that was fun. I was like, I'm not even going to bring it home. So mad. And then I think where I've landed is I'm going to use it for Touratech and Giant Loop because I just don't want to be stuck in between trailers and not be able to not have one. And then I'm probably going to sell it after Touratech because I'm annoyed with it. I mean, not till after I get back from the Oregon BDR because there's not going to be enough time in between, but crazy dog. No cake, just Coors Light. Birthday cake in every can. That's really cool, Jason. Good for you. Stay safe, wear your gear, but have fun. Because I don't want to be the reason you hurt yourself. What up, Desert Dave? I was just in the desert last weekend, bro. It was hot. It was 90 plus. And yeah, I understand that for the desert, that's not hot, but it was 45 degrees, 50 degrees when I left home. Trav was riding in 40-degree weather on his way down. So I'm just not acclimated to the heat. We usually work our way up to it, 70, 75, 80. And by the time it gets to 90, you're like, okay, well, I'm kind of used to the heat. It definitely just was like a punch in the face. And there's no escaping it. There's no air conditioning anywhere except in Ian's trailer because he brought a generator. That's good about your toe, Trav. Glad to hear it, buddy. It's a duck blur. Point this up a little. The camera has been all over the place tonight because of dog canine intervention. Never been to Wisconsin. Nope. Never been east of. I guess I've been to. Well, okay. Never ridden. I've flown to Florida, but I think the farthest east I've ridden is Prineville. Probably on the Washington BDR. We are a little bit farther east than that. Octilla Wells, that sounds fun. Well, I have a box trailer. That seems like a lot of work. Longest ride I've been on was Washington BDR. Did I already say that? 7 days total. We only did like, what was it, 13? Well, that or Baja. Baja was almost 1,400 miles. Congrats, Elder Rider. Not just a clever name. Thanks, Kahuna. Thanks, Bacon Whiskey. Thanks for being here and hanging out, chilling. Chilling como un villain. That's how they say it in Baja. No big deal. I'm just really good at Spanish. Hey, I get sketched out every time, Dave. I gotta tell you, one, make sure you're prepared, and two, have a couple beers, and it becomes less scary. But not till after you chop up your firewood, because that is a recipe for disaster. Yeah, I know a few people going to get on ADV. Ian, Big Rock Moto's going. Jake the Garden Snake's going to be there. Get on ADV in Sturgis. Amanda is going, so as the Magpie Flies will be there. I'm not going because we're going. It's my anniversary and we're going to Alaska, so I will miss it this year. I think we missed a turn. Am I going to have any techniques riding off road? I mean, if I don't have them by now, I guess I'm probably never going to, right? Are you asking about videos? Because I have several. I would just go look through my. I have a playlist for new and beginning dual sport and adventure riders. Oh, is Kyle going? So Backcountry Adventure Motorsports will be there. Bob Ogg is going, so that's all you need to know. Now you know it's a party. Nobody wants to watch me work on bikes. I've made plenty and they don't do anything. Just fine because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I have no interest in minimalist moto camping, otherwise I would do it. Not everyone wants to go out with a tarp and a sharp stick. I like to be comfortable. It's not a sin. It's just how I like to do it. 450L cross country, I'd have to change the oil twice a state. That is not the first bike I would take. For sure. I'd put it in the back of the truck and drive it across country and stop and like ride trails along the way. But we're going to be pushing it just on the Oregon BDR to we're going to be pushing the oil change mileage by a lot, and I'm cheating and taking the truck and getting dropped off about 2 hours from the start. So with the route of 750 miles plus 120, 870 plus, by the time we're done, it's about 3 hours home for me. So that's another almost 200 miles. So I'll be over 1,000, about 1,100, even that. And I'm going to change the oil right before I go. Ugh. Yeah, well, I'm glad he said something. I sent him a ton of stuff, dude. But I hooked it up because he was asking me about what bike he should buy. And then I was like, well, if he's going to go camping, he's going to need luggage. So I convinced Giant Loop to send him a bunch of stuff. So he'll be rocking the Coyote. Rocking the Coyote. Oh, no. My beer's empty. Can I go get another one without this dog waking up and freaking out? The little one will come back. He doesn't care. He's used to me by now. 30 minutes? Not 30 minutes first beer? That's pretty good. I'll take it. I've not done the Idaho BDR because that's a 2-week trip and I can't be gone for 2 weeks. Can we stop with the Bud Light jokes? I already said it. Like, we're done. We're done with the Bud Light jokes. How many days are we planning for the Orbiter? Well, so we had originally budgeted 10, but we were going to do the BDRX, and then we decided not to do the X because we can just go down and do it whenever. And so we've budgeted 10. I think we're going to do 7 or 8. That's my guess. No, my maintenance videos do have Ugga Dugga. Some of you speak my language, some of you don't. I don't have shirts, Kyle. You have to order them direct. I don't stock them because I don't sell enough to buy like 100 of them to sell. So I only have them made to order, but I will have stickers on me. Always have stickers on me. Till I run out, which is sometimes fast. I didn't run out of good on ADV, but I brought 150, so. I actually had enough stickers made to have them put in people's gift bags at Giant Loop, but I think it might be too late to make that happen. I knew they were both going to follow me. Oh man, I'm coming right back, dogs. You're very loyal already. Starbucks, it's been 3 days. You already follow me everywhere I go. I already have a shadow. Excuse me. Gross. 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 Ugh. John T. Young has ridden across 450L basically everywhere. He's done every video on his bike that I've ever thought about doing with mine. I didn't buy the 450L to make content. I bought it for me to ride. Just because it doesn't really jive with my channel being mostly focused towards new and intermediate riders. You know, it's hard to get the whole dog in and my whole face. But she's laying the other way, so maybe this. Okay, that's good. What up, New Mexico Desert Racer? Jeff, I just filmed one today. So next Tuesday on the Giant Loop channel is kind of a walkthrough of the new Mojave. But if you want to look at it now, Harold put up a video on his channel yesterday. So there's a full walkthrough of the new Mojave from the guy who designed it on the Harold Olaf Cecil YouTube channel right now. Or you can wait till Tuesday for the one that I made for Giant Loop today. But I can give you the rundown. It's got the biggest changes are top loading roll top fully waterproof, so no dry pods required, and the rear part between the bags is a little bit stiffer than before, a little bit more rigid, gives you a little bit more structure, and then the compression strap that comes across the top of the bags has a buckle on it now, so you can attach a Possibles pouch or an armadillo bag on top of those much easier. So it's a very interesting base for the system, which is the next video I'm going to make, is a video showing all the ways you can attach other bags to it. But I didn't want to put that in the overview video. Sweet, Jeff. Yeah, check it out. And he's got the gray one, which is good looking. I got the black one, which is fine, but it kind of disappears on the bike. It's why I always get gray, because it photographs and films better. It's easier to see. But they're sweet bags. So it's everything I loved about the original Mojave. Fixed the things I didn't like. It's a sweet bag. Come on, Chewy. Come on, Chewy. Don't go over there. Come over here. Come on. You just gonna stare at me? Chewy, I don't know how to help you, dude. I mean, they both clip to the fender. B&W ADV. It's the same system. Now, I had my balls removed last year. You're getting a KLR? Sick. Can't kill a KLR. That's such a great bike to learn on, too. It is really forgiving. Other than the weight, it's really forgiving. Haycon, that's a great question. No. Well, that's not true. That's a lie. Okay. If you want to ride off-road, the one in California is not a great idea if you've never ridden before, because you cannot avoid sand. Even on the easy routes, we were doing sections that were a quarter mile of 2-3 inch deep sand. So, but there are pavement-only routes, so you could go do pavement-only routes. South Dakota doesn't have as much of that, I assume. I haven't been there. I would 100% love to do a collab with Joe Robinette, but he is very far away. It's like 30 hours. He may come to an event that I'm going to be at in Canada, potentially. I also have recommended to him that he should come to a training with Ride Adventures, because he needs to train. And if he does that, I'm definitely going to go, but that would mean coming out to Bend. But he could rent the bike that he has from them, so it would work good. I love Tillamook bag, dude. Still my favorite piece of luggage. I did a great overpacking video last year when I got back from the BDR when I weighed all my crap and it was like 80 pounds and I was like, oh, this is too much. There you go. Chewie, you're going to sit there and stare at me? You're going to come up here. Come here. Come here. You're being so weird. Okay, huh? There you go. There you go, bud. She's a sleepy girl. She's a sleepy girl. So, for those of you that just tuned in or have not been here since the beginning, the special guest is Starbuck, my new dog. Just got her. She's been here 3 days. So, as you can see, she's very stressed out and not adjusting well at all. You're going to puke now, Chewie? Chewie's right here. See? He doesn't know. Well, he's not a huge fan of his sister. But that's to be expected because he basically lives up my butt. I'm the only other living being in the world as far as he's concerned. So we knew there was going to be a bit of an adjustment with me getting another dog. But he does not travel well. He doesn't like the car. And while I love to hike with him around the house here, he's not super great at going out in the woods. So this is going to be the adventure dog. Always wanted a big dog, never had room, but now that we live here, we have space, and pretty excited. So here she is. And we think, well, the vet said she's a pit mix. I think she definitely has some pit, but she doesn't really have a very pitty face. So we did the DNA test yesterday, actually, and sent it off. So we'll know in a month. Thanks, Moto Turkey. We'll know exactly what she is. Mostly because I want to know how big she's going to get and what kind of stuff to be concerned about behavior-wise. Like, if she's like 99% lab, I got to start exercising a lot more to keep up with her. But we'll see. Hopefully she's not like a closet Great Dane or something. She's 5 months and she's only 30 pounds. So my guess is 50 to 65 pounds when she's grown. She's female, so they don't get as big. Yeah, she has Starbucks envy. Dude, Desert Dave, I almost ordered a Cove. I seriously, after watching Everride's video, I had the website pulled up and had like my information typed in and was about to drop the money for a reservation. And I was like, what the hell am I going to do with another motorcycle when I haven't even gotten the time to review the ones I have and stop myself? But that is a bike I could see. I'm super curious about it. And for the price, I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not $25,000 like a KTM Rally replica either. Travis was the most popular guy at Get On ADV Fest. Like, more people were talking to him than to me, like coming up and being like, oh my God, are you the guy from the crash? It was super awesome how it kind of went viral at the event. And so many people were like, dude, are you okay? Was that you? Whoa. What's up, JBADV? Yeah, that Cove's got a lot to recommend, including a giant tank. Julie, your head looks weird in the corner of the video. Oh, sweet, P and Dubs. You'll have a great time because it'll either be Tyler or Todd teaching it. And Todd's rad. Which reminds me, I got to message him. I actually need to get more information from Sean about what we're supposed to do at the Giant Loop ride, because we're supposed to run like a little intro class, like a 3-hour intro class for the veterans, the new vets that are coming. And I don't know what the hell we're doing yet because he hasn't given me any info. So, yeah, I should probably contact him. I'm thinking out loud right now, but got to fill 2 hours of talking somehow. So, there you go. Cove, they're not going to stop making parts for this thing, dude. This is like their flagship, unless they go to business, and then that's the risky run, right? But there's nothing like this. I'd be shocked if it wasn't a massive hit, unless it's just a piece of crap. But it doesn't seem. I mean, they finished the car. 3 of 3 finished the car. That is not nothing. What's up, X? Cool dog picture. What's up, Detour? Hell yeah, JB. Did you get some bags for that bike? Very jealous of your Tiger. That is a hell of a machine. Can't wait to see some moto camping videos. Trav, you can promote here. I don't care. You should at least post the crash video because people are going to want to know what the hell we're talking about, Trav. You should. I demand that you post a link to the crash video because people are going to want to see it. And then it'll be in the chat for people that watch this later. I have a camp out, man, in July. We're camping out. Dork campouts in July. But I only opened it to channel members and patrons, and it filled up in 12 hours. So that was probably a good call. Trav's new name is Endo. Yeah, well, we had the video and we were like freeze framing it, looking at it, and like at one point Trav was hover biking over the top of his bike in this position, like floating above his seat. It was crazy. Now, Trav, I would love to ride on the East Coast, but it's really far, so I don't make it out there much. Literally never at this point. Okay, Jacob. I don't know why you did that, but okay. Disappointed in you. What's up, Nunya? Appreciate it. Thanks for the birthday wishes. It's in Oregon, Bob. Oh, sweet. Sweet X Nihilo. I don't know how to say your name, but I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, they booked up fast. It's a good deal. It's like $600 for 2 full days of training, and it's also a guided ride. It's not like you train for an hour and then you ride for an hour. It's like really fun. Like I've done it 3 times, and I want to go do it again because it's super fun. Everyone says that, Tat, but I can't take a month off. The Ride Adventures thing? Probably the training, Scuba. Depends. If you're gonna do a lot, yeah, okay. You answered my question. So the Africa Twin will be slightly better on the highway, but the 900 is no slouch. I just did a test ride video on it, and we were doing 100 like nobody's business. It's a very comfortable bike, so I would go. Yeah, okay. Reliability though, I don't know. Whichever one you can get cheaper. You don't have the short vids. You don't have a link to your. I'll post it. What the hell? You're embarrassing me right now. You're gonna make me go over to YouTube and post it in the chat because you're too lazy to copy and paste it in. Trav, you had one job, dude. One job. Make everyone watch you almost die. That's all we want, dude. That's all we want. Oh, I don't know if you could tell, but Trav and I are the kind of friends that like viciously insult each other. It's that level of camaraderie. So you might be like, why are you being so mean to him? That's just how it is. That's just how it's done. Well, when that shit wears out, Jacob, let me know and I'll hook you up with a discount. And by wears out, I mean fails you. Although we were camping with Kyle from Nelson Rig the whole time. So I gotta give him shit. But he's actually the one that filmed Trav's video. That was Kyle from Nelson Rig that filmed Trav's crash. So there you go. Oh my god. I'll race you. Here we go. Problem is I'm not even signed into my own chat, so I can't. Oh, first thing that comes up is me. Thank you for that. Thanks, Bike Beers and Death Metal. Cheers. Much appreciated. Happy birthday to you when your birthday comes. Bam, right there. It's literally the first result when you search for his name. And crash. And he's dead. I'm going to beat you to it, dude. Paste. Bam! Crushed it. And I'm also... Ah! I beat your ass! I beat you, dude. Barely, but I did beat you. Okay, I'm done with the Bud Light jokes, guys. I'm over it. Your political shit has no place here. Thanks. On my screen, you did not beat me to it. You did not beat me to it, dude. Ugh, oh my god. Just look at my cute dog and be happy. That's all you have to do. That's life. The trailer is a shit show, and if you want to buy it, I'll happily sell it to you, Sean. I've put probably $2,500 into it, and I'm going to sell it for what I paid just to get out of it. But I want to wait till I use it twice more and then sell it. I think I'm maybe ready to deal with the inconvenience of having to put the bike in the truck and then unhook the trailer and then put it back in or whatever, take it out, rather than have a toy hauler at this point. Because I can get a lot nicer trailer with a bed. Jacob, I tried to buy one before, I just couldn't get one. Like, I really like that bike. It's lightweight and amazing and super premium. Trav and I both wanted to buy one after we first rode them 2 years ago. Oh, Brady. There you go, buddy. Thank you, Travis. Well, it's a camp out. We're camping out 4 days, 3 nights in Oregon. But like I said, I just opened it up to channel members and patrons because I knew it would fill up fast, and it did because we only had like 27 slots, so filled up in 12 hours. So it's in July. Well, that was 2 years ago, Jacob. I tried to get one. That's how I ended up with the Norden. I was trying to get a Tiger and nobody had one. 2 views of the same wreck, Trav. Any advice for upgrading a Versus for the unimproved roads? Okay, I have 2 pieces of advice for you. I have one that's not that serious, and that's do what I did and buy an Africa Twin. Because no matter what you do to that thing, for the amount of money you'd spend to try to upgrade it, you could get a nicer bike. But the alternate flip side to that is if you go back and watch my Oregon Route 6 videos, we rode with Dakota, who was on a Versus 650, and he put side cases, and I think he had oh my god, what tires did he have on that, Travis? The TKC 80s, and he was crushing it. So, but he's a hell of a rider. Honestly, there's just a lot of limitations to the Versus that you can't really fix without putting a bunch of money in, like a bunch. Like you need spoked wheels, it doesn't have them. You need a 21-inch front, it doesn't have it, and it's a street bike. It's just a street bike. So I sold mine and bought an Africa Twin. That's probably a little bit more extreme. You could get away with a V-Strom or something, but or a KLR. That's what I'd do if I had a Versus now. I'd probably buy a KLR. Yeah, Dakota proved everything I ever said about that bike wrong, but I think Dakota would have outridden us on a tricycle, so. Depends on how that Cove does on the road. I mean, in terms of a lightweight adventure bike that'll take you anywhere that rides like a dual sport, I think there's something there. I wish somebody else would make one, but if Honda made one, it would be $20,000. If I had to choose only one genre of bike, I'd probably get a DR650 and cheat because you can take it. I could trail ride and go across the country on it on the same bike. No, I don't street bike much anymore. I started out on them, but I don't even like riding on the street. It's just a means to an end. It gets me to the forest. That's why I ride on the street. That's about it. Otherwise, like if I could just teleport to the woods, like I used to put my dual sport in the back of my truck and just drive it out there because I limited fuel range and I just didn't want to be tired when I got there. It's the best. It's going to be the best value, assuming it doesn't immediately explode. The Cove, because it's a lot of bike for $9,000. It does a lot of stuff. Thank you, Mike. It's like a DR650 but fast. He's not going to sell it. He wants to keep that thing forever. He's going to sell the other Africa Twin in his garage. Probably. Mostly for parts to fix the one he keeps crashing. Nice, Bane. Yeah, well, I mean, I always say the best bike to ride is the one you have, but I would, if I had a Versus, I would stick to really nice forest roads, and I probably wouldn't do anything else. I'd put decent tires on it and stick to forest roads. What's up, Ken? I sold my Norden months ago. Kept the 10 array. Yeah. Yeah, the Norden was not really jiving with the vast majority of my audience. Sadly. It was really fun, though, but I just... As the guy who makes videos for new and intermediate riders, a $14,000 adventure bike is a tough sell. I get it. That's fine. So that's when I made the decision I was going to have bikes for me and bikes for the channel. So the 10RA and the 450L, those are my bikes, and you'll see them. But I bought the Rally for the channel to make content on, and then I have my brother's 500X just because I was trying to help him out. It was a good opportunity, but I won't always be sitting on 4 bikes, hopefully. Hopefully. I actually am planning another project. You guys want to hear about it? If I had to ride passenger, it would be with Trav, but in a sidecar, which we're going to do. Oh, Trav, I just got a great video idea for the Giant Loop ride, dude. When we can borrow those Urals? Oh, oh man. I wonder how hardcore they're going to make us or let us get. Depends on what you ride, Ken. If it's 50-50, get the Corazals. If you ride 70% off-road, get the Tech 7s. And don't waste your money on anything else because you'll just end up buying them around anyway. Trav, buy a Ural, dude. We could do really dumb shit with the Ural. Okay, it's a stupid plan, and it's barely related to the channel. Thanks, Nanya. Great bike, dude. But I think I'm gonna buy a 3rd gen 4Runner. I'm looking at them, and build a overlanding-ish, but a camper. Because I want to take the big dog and go camping with the big dog, and I can do that in the truck, but I want to be like self-contained. So I'm a Toyota guy, and my buddy Duck Fan has 2 4Runners, so he's been in my ear quite a bit. But they do have 2-wheel drive, Hakon, those Urals, but only in reverse, I think, and they only go 55 miles an hour, so it's not like a super awesome long distance bike, but it'll do the job. Hey, Critter, meet Starbuck, Critter. She's the special guest tonight. This is Starbuck, my new puppy. So I'm thinking about building a 4Runner Overlander, but 3rd gen. Maybe a rooftop tent, but for sure sleep inside, kind of set up with maybe some drawers in the fridge, and go do some stuff. Because for winter camping, because I could winter camp off the bike from time to time, but it sure would be nice to be able to like drive up into the snow and camp, and I need a rig that I can camp in for that. Yeah, I think we need to get into some dipshittery in the Urals at Giant Loop Ride Trav. Let's make that a goal. Let's make that a plan. We're doing it. Even if it's just tooling around the campground, we can do something stupid. And then we'll borrow one for the moto games and crush it because we can't crash. BDR film's over. Welcome all of you that came in from that. Oregon is a beautiful state, and I'm simultaneously excited for it to get showcased and annoyed that you'll all be here. So, especially because it goes right through probably my favorite area of the state to ride, and to one of my favorite places from my childhood. Three Creeks Lake is up there, and now it's not going to be a secret anymore. And Cache Mountain, probably one of my second favorite view, or one of my favorite views I've ever seen. Now that's on the route. It used to be my secret that I would take friends to see, and now everyone's going to know about Cache Mountain. Yeah, well, my plan is to sleep inside. I think I like the idea of a rooftop tent more than I actually like having one. Especially because if the plan is to take the dog, she can't get in the rooftop tent anyway. So I probably need to just build a sleeper inside. I just keep seeing them super cheap. Like people buy them, use them once, and they're like, nah. Like you can get like there's one right now. It's like literally like a $2,800 tent, and I think the guy's selling it for $1,200. 70, nice, Rick. WR is a great bike, dude. Great bike. You guys missed it when she was literally bouncing off the walls 45 minutes ago. She was going nuts. Dude, I would love to ride in Australia. I just want to go to Australia, but go there and ride motorcycles would be a damn dream come true. I'm putting it on the list. That's on the bucket list. Ride in Australia. That would be amazing. Yeah, in Oregon, you have to do hard shell. There's too much rain for something with just a cover on it. Unless I was going to take it off every winter, which I want to use it in the winter, so I wouldn't. So it would definitely be a hard shell. Oh, no kidding. You never heard of dispersed camping? Yeah, and it would break down on the way there, Gary. Get a Toyota because it's reliable, my man. What's up, Cody? I'm a total Toyota snob, so. Nice, Trav. Do it. Do it, bud. Then let me ride it. She's snoring. They both are. Both dogs are snoring right now. This is the content you tuned in to see. 170 of you. My dogs snore. Kev, they have pavement routes, dude. There's some gorgeous pavement riding out there. You don't even have to ride in the sand if you don't want to. You can straight up Anakin Skywalker that shit. I've been looking at those two, Garrick, and I haven't seen anything. So it's 3rd Gen 4Runner or 80 Series Land Cruiser is what I've been looking for. But, yeah, 8 miles to the gallon or whatever. It's worse than my truck, dude. I know they're a beast, but I do want to maybe drive a ways sometimes. So, I don't know. The point of getting the runner is that it'll get better mileage than my truck for some of these longer trips, and then I'll throw a hitch carrier on the back or even pull a little trailer with my bikes. Yeah, my plan is I'm hoping to go to Black Hills next year if I don't have other plans. What's up, Turtle? Good to see you. You know, isn't it sad how this dog is having such a hard time adjusting to living here? She just hates it. She's obviously very nervous and anxious. Eric, I always stream the first Friday of the month. They're on my night, not the other way around. That is not my problem. That's their fault. They should have seen the power of the Dork and moved to Saturday, but they didn't. Yeah, a decent hitch carrier would be okay. Yeah, go to town, dude. Hey, I don't begrudge anyone their taste in anything, but I am a Toyota guy and Toyota forever. Like that's what my dad drove. My dad and I were having this conversation the other day. Of all the cars I've owned my entire life, 2 have been not a Toyota or a Honda, and they both sucked. I've heard good things about the Rapide, Jacob, but I don't. I just got the new Boundary Deluxe and the Divide, so I don't need to try that one too. Jocelyn's great. She's super nice. Yeah, no. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the Storytell Now, but he has a Jeep. I'll look into that, Steve. Thank you. DRZ Rider, where are you? I need the locker. I don't give a shit about the windshield. What's the heater problem? Is it a thermostat or what? Seriously, you should email me, dude. No kidding. I'm not going to remember I said that. So email me, dork@dorkandtheroad.com. If you've got one and you're within like 300 miles, I would like to have a conversation. Yeah, those hitch carriers are scary. For sure. I mean, there will be times when I'll put it in the back of the truck, but when I want to go somewhere and sleep, oh, that's not too far. Please email me. I'm serious. Email me. How many miles is on your runner, dude? And can I drive it home? That's true, Ken. Right, you love what you love. You love what you love, and that's fine. I don't give a shit. Like, drive what you want. I'll pull you out with my Toyota when your Jeep breaks down. Oh, we gotta make comments like that though. You know the Jeep Toyota thing. Like, it's a thing, right? Like, it's a thing. So if you drive one, you gotta give the other one shit. That's just how it works. Otherwise, you're not allowed in the club. You just have to understand that. Yeah, I had an '02 Tacoma forever, so I know what I'm getting myself into. And I had a '90 before that, regular Toyota, and an '87 V6. That was very small. So a third gen runner is quite spacious by comparison. Eric, me too, buddy. Me too. That's how it's done. Oh man, it might almost be you're in time. Oh yeah, email. Thanks, DRZ. Sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, I would love to have a conversation with you, dude, because I'm pretty serious, and you would see your stuff in a lot of videos. Maybe not a lot, but future videos. That's why the hell have I been looking on Marketplace? I should have just posted I was looking for one, because I could find one maybe that someone's not selling like that. Yeah, I like to drive a Rivian. All right, thanks, DRZ. 286,000. Well, I mean, it's hard to find one with less than 200. The nice thing about the ones out here is they're not all rusted out because we don't have all that salt on the roads. So if you're in Washington, it's probably in good shape. Yep. Okay. Let's do a giveaway because I gotta pee and get another beer, and I need you guys to have something to do. So I gotta do I got a few stickers I gotta ship out to patrons anyway. We might as well get a couple more going, and then we'll just see how many dogs follow me to the bathroom. Uh-huh. Did it work? They changed this. It didn't let me. I don't know if it worked. I don't think it worked. Shit. Whoop! Did it work? It did. Okay. Exclamation point enter. I'll be right back. Whoop! And the dog's kicking stuff. This time it was the little one. Adrian, I'm almost embarrassed to answer your question, but we have 3 dogs and 4 cats now. But one of the dogs is old, and that's why I just preemptively got a new one. Because I will eventually only have 2 sometime soon. You took my spot. I knew you were gonna do that. That's where she chills out during the day. She likes to sit in my spot. Oh shit! What just happened? That's weird. That's super weird. Okay. Well, it wouldn't be a Dork in the Road stream if I didn't get beer on myself. Ah. Starbucks. What are you doing? You silly goof. You guys are making me feel better about the name. I wasn't sure if it was stupid or not. Of course, you're all just nice to me all the time. Why don't you sit in your nice warm bed that I bought you? Come on, you silly bee. Here. There you go. Silly butthead. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh. That Rivian is cool. They've got that pass-through, like that super long internal storage bay that also like folds down into steps. It's a cool rig. I wish the range was a little longer and it wasn't so expensive, but as a proof of concept, it makes me excited for what could come in the future. Thank you, early adopters, for spending all that money on things so that they can refine the technology and make it so that the rest of us can afford one later. All right, I'm closing entries. And the winner of the sticker pack, which is quite loaded these days because I have a bunch of stickers from different places, is How About This Way. Congratulations, How About This Way. You're going to have to email me at dork@dorkintheroad. They changed this, so I'm learning the new system. dork@dorkintheroad.com with your address. If you don't give me your address, well, I don't have telepathy, and I don't know where to send it. Range day. Damn, good call. Full rows of single barrel is good stuff. I'm looking at this right now, Alan. I want to see this picture of your dog. Oh, yeah, okay. I can't download pictures on my phone with that email address. I'll do it on the computer. Cheers. Cheers. She's a pretty good stream companion. Honda giveaway. I don't have a Honda to give away. I mean, I have 3 Hondas, but not one that I want to give away. Hold on, I have to text DuckFan that somebody in the chat has a runner that they might sell me, because we've been talking about it like crazy. Where is he? Desert Dave, don't make that joke. He's here. I met him later, and it was like a total like misunderstanding kind of thing, but it was pretty funny. Give away my Tenere. Boo! Those things are hard. Well, actually, they're a lot less hard to get your hands on now. Have you noticed they're popping up like crazy? I think Yamaha has finally sorted out whatever their manufacturing issue was, because they're popping up all the time. Yeah, I think you'd like the Tenere a lot more on the road, and it would be 80% as good off-road. Thanks, Ken. Cheers, Ken. Happy birthday to you, Ken. It was really interesting. Did you guys see Big Rock Moto's video on the 690 and why he sold it? Because while it does everything, he felt like it didn't do anything well. So that's really the conversation. And you answered the question, Wandering Turtle. Because if you can have more than one bike, it doesn't make sense to have that one. It makes more sense to have a true adventure bike and a true dual sport. But I should mute this so you're not like getting all that twice. But if you are able to have 2 bikes, it makes a lot more sense to have. No, sorry, strike that, reverse it. Thank you. If you can only have one bike, that 690 makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yes, I've seen Teneres, especially if you're in the group. People are selling them cheap. I saw one going for $9,500 the other day in the Facebook group, Tenere owners. But our local dealership just got another one today. They posted available, and they're not charging up the bum for them, so they must be getting them pretty regularly. 1 million subs for bike giveaways. Yeah, I need to find a way for bike giveaways to pay for themselves, and then I'll do them. Like Dirt Bike channel, his giveaways more than pay for themselves. He does quite well. And so he's not losing money doing giveaways. Good old flying beard. Yeah, if you haven't seen Trav's crash video, you owe it to yourself to pop over to the Explore Adventure Moto channel and watch it. And then subscribe so that you can see the full video of whether or not he died. Because he could have died. You don't know. He could be posting that video and chatting right now from the afterlife. Moto Turkey, I only miss my Norden when I'm on the freeway and want to pass somebody, or on the highway. Because I always say the Tenere is quick, but it's not fast. That Norden is fast, like piss your pants fast. It's a fast bike. And then we were riding. I did a test ride on the Tiger 900 again when we were at ADV Fest last weekend, and we were doing 100 like in a blink of an eye. And I literally said, why would anyone buy a sport bike when you can ride a bike this fast, but also be able to go off road? My birthday is it's in 11 days, but I'm gonna be at an event on my birthday, so I just thought I'd throw it in on this because I usually try to stream on my birthday. I have the last couple years just as fun and hang out with everybody, but I'm gonna be in California, so I won't be able to. Wow. Yeah, Meerkat, you too. Yeah, knock some sense into Travis, which finally, yeah, I've been waiting. Although then he rode that broken bike home, so I think he lost it pretty promptly. Did I ever answer the Jocelyn Snow question? She's awesome. She's super nice. And I've like been at places where she was before, but I've never like really talked to her. And she totally knew who I was, and it blew my mind. Your birthday's tomorrow? Congrats! I like the idea of electric bikes because unlimited torque and quietness in the woods. When they make hot swappable batteries, and you have like a station where you can roll up and swap the battery out like a propane exchange, those will be amazing. Until then, it's challenging. Challenging. I don't want to sit for 20 minutes to an hour every 200 miles, but we'll get there. You just like a big solar panel on the top of it. Trav just assumes he's not going to crash. He's like Tim that way. Ilka, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm neither of those things, Ken. I'm just bionic. I don't really miss my AT. The only bike that I've sold that I miss, honestly, is the DRZ. I miss that one. I miss it often. I'm finally starting to drive with the 450L a little, and maybe when I get to the point where we're really on the same page, I won't miss the DRZ as much, but then I'll still have to change the damn oil every 1,000 miles and be like, I miss the DRZ. Because I only change the oil once a year on that thing. Oh, well, you're probably in better shape. Bicycle's good, too. Look at her. Look at her paws. Look at them. All 4 paws. Can you see that? This is an adorable-ass dog. I don't know where Chewy went. Down here somewhere. Oh, my God. You're stealing the show. Here's what I was not prepared for. So I've had a ton of kittens. I've never had a puppy. We've always adopted adult dogs. And she's crazy. Like, she'll go nuts. She's got that puppy energy. But she'll run, like you guys just saw it. She'd tear an ass in circles around the house, and then she jumps up on the couch and bam, asleep. I was not prepared for her to sleep this much. I'm actually pretty happy about it. Because I worried about her sleeping through the night, and needing to be entertained all day, and she's like, well, you just need a few furious sessions. Like we hiked today and we played fetch for a while and we play fetch in the house and we wrestle. But she gets all that energy out and passes out. Yeah, Jocelyn is not tall, which is I think makes her even more amazing because she rides that big heavy bike like a maniac, like a bat out of hell. That's a good point, Desert Dave. Never had New Glarus, but it sounds good. Wandering Turtle. She's fabulous in a vehicle, unless you're talking about Jocelyn. But the dog is great, which is why I got her. Because the pug does not travel well. He hates the car. He's just like anxious and whiny and stands up the whole time. This one, she's doing great. I've taken her because I run the kid back and forth to school every day and stuff. I've just been taking her with me, and she's like, she digs it. She digs it. She's a good girl. Except for trying to kill Chewie, she's been really good. They had a little incident, and she just wants to play really hard, and the adult dogs don't want to play. Trixie, my wife's dog, is 12. She really doesn't want to play. And Chewie is 9. And he doesn't really want to play. And he gets kind of mad, but he got super mad. And like instead of just like going like, and like getting her to back off, he kept going. And that set her off. And by the time I got to him, she had latched down on his neck skin. And I had to pry her jaw open to get him out. And that scared the shit out of me. I thought for a second, I was like, what if this means we can't keep her? So we're working on that. It was only day 2, so I'm hoping they'll find their place. They got to figure out who's in charge, but I'm going to be a little bit more careful about supervising them because she just doesn't know how big she is. And I don't think she was trying to hurt him. She didn't even break the skin, but it just sort of happened. Supposedly she's a pit mix. We actually sent off the DNA test yesterday, so we'll know. But she looks like a pit, but she's smaller, so I don't know. Boxer was a thought, and she's got something. She's got a longer snout, so I don't know. I'm excited to find out. I'd be curious. Like I thought about like doing a poll, like put some pictures up of her and people guess. She's definitely got some pit, which is what we were looking for because they're really sweet dogs. But yeah, if I get a Euro, we'll take her for rides. Try not to tip it over. Things are a little tippy. Maybe I could get a Can-Am, put her on the back. No, my wife doesn't drink beer. She doesn't drink beer. She drinks. She just doesn't drink beer. She doesn't drink often, but when she does, it's not beer. I just drink Coors Light because it is refreshing, drinkable, and I almost never get a hangover. So, yeah. I like good beer, but if I drink a bunch of them, I really regret it. Yep, pits are very sweet dogs. Everyone I've been around was very sweet, but some of them are not treated well and they react accordingly. What's that noise? That's your mom moving around upstairs. Oh, there she is. So I was gonna do the Southwest tour with Ride, but it's literally your mom. Chill. But the one date ended up falling through, so I'm hoping to maybe do it in October. Chewy, you're just laying over there and growling at nothing. What a weirdo. Yeah, the mountains are blue. My beer's cold. Thanks, Nick. You're number 1 in my book. Fly the monkey. Yeah, I've heard that. That's cool. Yeah, I thought about a lab wandering turtle because I really like labs, but the exercise requirement turned me off. And so I was like, well, I'm going to look. Plus, my wife doesn't like big dogs. Not that she doesn't like them, she just doesn't have any experience with them, and so they make her nervous. but she decided that she liked pit bulls and that they were cute and that maybe she could handle one. So that's kind of where we started, and we ended up with a mix. I think she's adorable. She's a cute one, but we'll get there. I've never had a big dog and I've never had a puppy, so why not start with a big dog puppy? I've had plenty of dogs. Well, I guess I've had 3 dogs, but they're they live a long time, so that's like 25 years of dog ownership. And we had them when I was a kid. Kevin, it's an Alpine Stars thing that is invite only, so it's not a rally or anything. We're just going to Big Bear to ride, and we're gonna suppose. So I'm not even taking a bike because they're gonna have a bunch of demo bikes there. So and including the Zero Adventure bike, which I'm really excited to ride. But I think the plan is to kind of switch bikes throughout the day, so I might get to ride a few. Oh, smart, Wandering Turtle. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Definitely don't want a dog that's going antsy because I can't go running with it for 2 hours a day. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I'm going back to California, so I've been there. I was just there last weekend, and I'm going even farther south next week or a week after next for my birthday. Literally, the day of the event is my birthday. No, I did not do the BDR with Nathan. One, it's not open yet, and he and Chris ended up having some conflicts, and so now he's not coming on our trip. Sadly, it's just going to be me and Trav and Travis, and maybe a couple special guests that you might know, but they're not confirmed, so I'm not going to throw them under the bus. Only 2 beers in. It may take me longer. That's after party stuff, man. We'll talk about that on the after party. I'm literally having this conversation with myself because no one's asking me about it, but that's how I am. Well, we'll see. They did an airbag demonstration at Get on ADV Fest. Well, thanks, Jerome. You bought a KLR and a 701 Supermoto? Well, you covered your bases. Yeah, I think he's down there somewhere, Kevin. I do. I have 2 campsites here, actually. But I got so much shit about the first one that I haven't posted any videos on either. So here's what's happening, Mark. I'm waiting for the ground to dry out because right now, so I have all this land, which is cool, but it's all on a hillside. So I can hike it and I can get up there on the quad, but to ride a bike up it, I need it to dry out a little bit. Otherwise, I'm just going to be digging ruts like crazy, and I just don't want to ruin the trail after I went to all the trouble of creating it. So eventually, maybe I'll gravel it or something. I don't know. But right now, I can't get up there on a motorcycle without doing significant damage until it dries. And everything is just soaked. Like it's super saturated. I haven't even mowed the lawn because I don't want to put ruts in it. Yeah, Taurus, that's what it's about. We're very stubborn people. And that's fine. That's how things get done sometimes. We're also tenacious. 2 sides of the same coin. You call it stubborn, I call it tenacious. It is what it is. What time is it? Nope, 7:14. Hell yeah, we got lots of time left. Lots of time. So, how many of you watched the Oregon BDR premiere? Did a bunch of you come over from that, or is it still going? It's over, right? Chris said it was over. It's a good movie. Our friend Nathan's in it. Fun fact: the coyote bag that Nathan's using in that movie, if you watch it, I gave it to him. So I'm a little bit in there, a little bit in the movie. No, it's not a big deal. But my coyote bag that I gave Nathan is in the movie. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it wasn't that good of a visit, Eric. We just had steak, which is almost as good on some level. She's not crawling in the tank, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm excited to watch the movie again. It's really cool to see stuff that I've been to on that route. Oh, that's sad, Jerome. Sorry to hear that. Tenacious B. I'll take it. Yeah, we'll find out, Meerkat. Duckfan wants me to get this runner thing figured out so that we can drive the BDR this summer. And honestly, at first I was like, what? That sounds dumb. But then I realized I could go do the BDR and camp with my dog, and that'd be sweet, actually. Thanks, Todd. The Tiger Explorer, is that the 800? It's pretty heavy, right? Isn't that what Tim flipped over? I have footage of me doing wheelies, Frank. It's on camera, dude. One video, one time. I don't know that I've done one since. But I was riding with my brother, and he was brand new, and so he was going slow, so I was just dicking around, and I was wheeling the DRZ like crazy. And it was fun. I made a video about that kahuna, but right now I'm really enjoying the Insta360 One RS because all the GoPros suck ass. Sorry, was that not politically correct enough? All of the GoPros have their issues. The 1200 is a fun bike. Ridden it, enjoyed it. Preferred the Rally Pro, but cost a lot more. You don't have to have charisma to be a YouTuber. I know plenty of YouTubers with no charisma. There's one in the mirror every time I look. That's only when Trav's standing outside my window. I'm kidding. Right. They're like, be careful with the cattle guard. And then there's a whole montage of them launching off the cattle guard. See? You guys know. If you've used GoPros long enough, you're mad. I mean, unless you don't care about audio or your camera running when you hit the button, and then they're awesome. And they're good for certain things. They're just not good for what motorcycle riders and moto vloggers do. Like, I have filmed countless camping videos with my GoPro, and as long as you're right there watching it, making sure it's filming, for the most part, it's fine. You got to pull the battery out once in a while. But when you need it to just be running without being able to check it constantly, that's when you run into trouble. The recording gap, as far as I can tell, is like 10 seconds at best. So I don't consider it a huge issue, Meerkat. I haven't had that problem. Purple Panda's a good bike, as long as you use the adapter. I don't know, Eric. I think I have a Purple Panda in one, but it's just the other one's just some random ass microphone. I have a lot of crap in a drawer. I just pull out stuff and throw it in the helmet when I'm making a new one because I've bought so many mics and other things over the years. I literally have a drawer with like okay. There's at least 3 GoPros in there and a Osmo Action. So there's at least 4 action cameras in one drawer. The Insta gets warm, but the case is heat dissipating. So that helps. Oh, my wife is asking how the dog is doing on camera. I'll take a picture of the screen like a total noob. Oh, weird. On camera, or on the thing, she's looking at me. This isn't gonna work. Whose stupid ass idea was this? There we go. You have a boom mic? What does it just hang off the front of your helmet? Like you're just driving around with it like this? This is a microphone right here. Yeah, the trouble I run into is because I run a battery pack too, so when you're charging a camera while running it in the heat, even my Insta360 will occasionally be like, nope, and just stop working. They don't do well when it's really hot. plus the charging, plus the battery heating up because it's charging and discharging at the same time, it struggles. How many bikes do I own now? There's 4 in the garage. Only 2 inches long, Jacob? I don't know if I'd admit that on stream, but good for you, man. You're talking about one from like a headset. Those gaming headset mics. I actually have one of those. I got that chip from Adventure Daily, where it's just this long and it's bendy, right? So you plug it in and then you twist it up underneath your chin bar. Those are cool. I like them. Dude, he walked into it. What am I supposed to do? Just let that lie? That's not going to happen. If you are friends with a guy and he says something like that, you're obligated to make a joke about it. You're obligated. That's all I'm saying. Just long at 100 miles an hour. I sold the XT Wandering Turtle. I finally had a very serious conversation with the kid who hasn't touched the bike since we moved in here. And I was like, it's just taking up space in the garage. And if you're not going to ride it, like, I'm not mad. I just need to know. And she was like, not really. So we sold it. I sold it actually back to the person I bought it from. So that bike has a very special history. I don't know if you guys remember from the video where I originally bought it for her, but it was originally Chris's. So Chris and Nathan bought it. Chris rode it on the Colorado BDR. She rode it to Colorado, rode it on the Colorado BDR, rode it back, and then it's been sold a few times, but their friend owned it, and that's who Nathan hooked me up with. And I bought it from her, and she said, if you ever want to sell it, let me know. And I let her know, and she came and picked it up. So I sold it back to her. I would love to ride out east. It's just a long ways to go, and there's a lot of really good riding around here I still haven't seen. Yeah, Rode mics are awesome. I have Rode Micro and I have the Wireless Go, and it's fantastic. I use both of those. If I'm filming a video here at the house, I'm using one of those 2 mics every time. Oh, that's too bad, Canadian. I'll wave at you when I go by. Oh, 8, damn. Good choice, Ray Ray. That's what we call my cat upstairs. Her name's Ray, but we call her Ray Ray. I'm gonna grab. Well, let's just do a giveaway since I gotta go urinate. Okay, exclamation point enter. And a short time to get there. I used to karaoke that song all the time. I love that movie. It's really good. It gets better every time I watch it. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Did you take my seat again? Just watch old Bandit run. I made my daughter watch that movie the day Burt Reynolds died. God, that was a good movie. Good movie. Second one's okay. Third one is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Okay, I'm gonna need you to move. You wanna sit over here? How are you dead asleep when I get up, but you take my spot? Oh, it's a good thing you're not full grown yet. I won't be able to do this with you. She's a good one. I like her. We'll keep her for now, unless she tries to kill Chewie again, and then we'll have to have a conversation because he was here first. I like you, but I've had him for 9 years, so you don't outrank him is all I'm saying. You're not even on the bed. What did I buy this for? So for those of you that weren't here at the beginning or when I talked about it before, the special guest is right here. This is my new dog, Starbuck, that we just adopted 3 days ago. She's a pit mix. She's 5 months old, and we sent off the DNA test yesterday, so we're going to find out exactly what she is because I want to know what I've gotten myself into. But we think she has a bit of pit in her. That was what the shelter said, and I'm taking her to the vet on Tuesday, and hopefully they'll confirm it or at least give us an idea. No, the couch is super busted, Peter, because she keeps jumping over the back of it. So it's 3 pieces and they don't stay together very well, and she's just upset the whole thing. So I would not be surprised to see a couch flip on the after party again. That would not surprise me at all. 0% surprised. What's up, ADV Oregon? I saw you in there. And John was here last time. Remember, we raised $4,000 for Veterans Back 40, an organization truly deserving of your support because they don't have a bunch of corporate sponsors and they aren't run by buttheads. And that's all I'll say. John says hi. Starbuck. All right, let's see who won this thing. The winner is... Oh, I have to hit the button. Sorry, my bad. Joe! At Joe. Good name. You got to email me, dork@dorkandtheroad.com. Let me know what your address is, and I will gladly send you a sticker pack directly to your home. Dude, I love spending my friends' money. That's my favorite thing, is going with them to buy stuff and talking them into it. Lee, it's on Bethel Ridge. That's all I'll say. I don't want to put it out there for everybody to find, but it's on Bethel Ridge, and if you're paying attention, it's not that hard to find. It's right off the road. Because I'd like to go back there and not find it occupied. It's exactly the right distance to date. So to like, if I left in the morning, I could leave my house, ride to Bridge of the Gods, ride all of Section 1, and like the first half of Section 2, camp there, and come home. So I could do it in 2 days easy. I've not been to Sturgis. I'd like to go to the Get On ADV Fest. Not this year, I can't, but next year maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, Lee, if you watch the video, it's really close to the viewpoint. Which of my stickers would work best on a Malibu Barbie 94 KLR 650? All of them. Philip, if you email me and promise to send me pictures of my bike on your Malibu Barbie KLR 650 that I can share on Instagram, I will send you one of each of my stickers. Free of charge, because I want to see that. I would love to come to Arizona. I'd like to ride the Arizona BDR. I thought very seriously about trying to come to Overland Expo one of these years. Thanks, Mark. Love your music, dude. You and the Funky Bunch, an inspiration to me when I was in middle school. Ugh, what's my favorite meal while camping? Steak. Steak over the fire, steak on the grill. We did not go to Todos Santos, but Tyler lives there, so he was with us in spirit. We didn't go through there. We went kind of around it. We were bouncing back and forth between the Pacific side and the Sea of Cortez side. I think Todos Santos is closer to the Pacific, right? And we had headed over to La Paz. Is the MSR Explorer jacket too warm for the typical Oregon summer? Yeah, I would say it is. I really see that jacket as... So here's the ideal setup. Something like that, a waterproof setup that's a shell that you can layer up underneath when it gets cold. I would run that until about mid-May, early June. till it's about 75 degrees consistently, and then I want to switch to full mesh gear, or my personal choice is the Marrakesh, but it's expensive. So the Marrakesh or full mesh gear until about the end of September, and then I'm back in my full shell. There's no such thing as 4-season gear without compromises, but 3-season gear is possible without compromise, and that's what that waterproof shell is. What's up, Eddie? In my opinion. And the nice thing is mesh gear is a lot cheaper. Good to see Eddie. Oh, I have a fake ID, Davelope, so I can get in. I'm going to be in BC 3 times, actually. Twice in August and once in September. CT 125, I'd ride one if I could find it. I actually want to buy an XR 150L personally. Ooh, good question, Jacob. Okay. Since I'm standing, Giant Loop does send stickers. They always send stickers. I've gotten one in everything I've bought. That's weird. Should be in the package with your product. MSR boots. One, heard a rumor that they're made in the form of factory, so you're basically saving 40% off a pair of Formas and getting essentially a pair of Formas. 2, the soles are very flat and hard, which is good for riding, but they're a little uncomfortable. That's the only thing I don't like about them. So I would probably put a insole, in them. Now, caveat to that is I haven't broken them in yet. So maybe that sole forms to your foot. Maybe it becomes a little bit more flexible or comfortable. But out of the box, and I maybe have 150, maybe 200 miles on them. They're pretty flat and hard for walking around. It's fine for riding; doesn't bother me at all. But if you're walking around, I would like to have an insole. Best riding boots, if you're 50-50, Alpine Stars Corazals. If you are more than 50% off-road, get yourself a pair of Tech 7s. Don't bother buying anything else because you'll just eventually upgrade to them. Yes, they're expensive, but they will protect you. Yes, they're hard to shift in. Trav broke his toe riding. You can kick something in a bush that you never even saw was there, so that protection is worth it and valuable. How do you sleep when animals are around your tent whilst dispersed camping? I don't run into animals a lot. The biggest animal I've had the most problems with is birds, and blue jays in particular. They will peck into and through anything you have out. But I try to just make sure the food's put away. We don't have bears. We do have bears, but we don't have bear problems. So we're pretty careless with our food pretty often. We cook right where we sleep, and I've camped with Duck Fan where he's left like hot dogs out on the table and stuff, which you just don't do in some parts of the country or the world. So the secret is earplugs, an eye mask, and about 4 to more than 4 beers. 2 cans are supposed to be good too. I've never actually used them. What tire pressure did I run? I ran whatever the stock pressure is. Airing down does not help you anything more than psychologically in most cases, and all it does is make it more likely that you'll get a pinch flat. So unless it's extremely muddy, I don't air down, and I wouldn't go below 16 psi without rim locks. Don't, because you'll shear off your valve stem, and then you'll have 0 psi, and then you got real problems when you should have just left them aired up. What's up, Michael? Yeah, bees are dumb. Raccoons. I've never actually seen one in camp. I know they're out there. We have them all over out here because I find their poop all the time. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, none of your business. Yeah, I've thought about keeping it, but I'm probably going to sell it to fund the Forerunner project. We'll see. I just really wanted to help my brother out. Oh, wasn't that cool, Jason? That was like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Like, that damn owl was 20 feet from us in the middle of the day. Never seen it before. Appreciate it, Canadian. I'm going to need all the help I can get because I'll be drinking a lot of Canadians. You know what I'm saying? And now I know not to call them Molsons because no one calls them that in Canada. Learned that when I was 19 and I went up there and tried to order one and everyone laughed at me. No, I wasn't 19. My brother was 19. That would have mean I was like, shit, I must have been like 25. I took my brother to his first bar when he was 19 in Vancouver, BC. Yeah, we're lucky with the Bears. I've always used Senna's, but just because that's what my friends have always had, I'm not like super partial to them. You need to have the same thing as your friends because they don't cross communicate super well. You give up a lot of features. You had a wolf sniff at your tent? That is scary. What's up, Greg? Thank you. You remember that Everride video where he laid in a bathrobe on a sheepskin rug? They call Molsons Canadians in Canada. You go up to the bar and you order a Canadian. You don't order a Molson. That's how they know. I mean, they know you're from America because you're loud and hairy and probably fat, like me. But they also know when you try to order a Molson because that's not what they call it. At least not in 2004 or whenever I was there last. I haven't been to Canada in a while. The best concert I've ever seen, though, we drove all the way to Vancouver to see it. Bad Religion and the Dropkick Murphys together. Best concert ever. My two favorite bands of all time. Ace, thank you. I use both. But I just got a Zumo XT2 I haven't even had a chance to use yet. So pretty excited about that. But I usually run the Zumo when it's somewhere like I have tracks ahead of time. But when it's like when I'm just going out exploring, screwing around, I just use Gaia. So if you want to use Gaia, I have a code for 20% off. It's in the description of every video. Damn, dude, you saw a pack of wolves? Those are some ballsy ass wolves. Taking down a moose and right in front of a human. Like, I've seen coyote. I've seen a cougar. I think I was 120 feet away from it, but I've seen a cougar in the wild. I've never actually seen a bear while riding. I've seen them in a car, but not while riding. Yeah, exactly, Garrick. I don't know. Canadians, you want to weigh in on that? Can't you remove the exhaust bracket from 270 to get a high mount? Yeah, you have to cut it, depending on which one you get. You're going camping? Congrats, baked potatoes guy. Enjoy that. Have a beer for me. I've had Yungling in Disney World. That's like one of the only beers they sell. Dude, fuck, you saw the meat puppets? That's awesome, dude. That must have been about 1993 or 4. No, it would have been like 92. That's my guess. Oh, I guess we did see a bear. Yeah, you're right. Never mind, Trav. I forgot. Do I have recommendations for a fat guy jacket? Yep, I do. I have a great. Well, depends on how fat you are. Because if you can get one that fits you, if you're about my size, the MSR Voyager gear is a really good price, really good gear, in my opinion. I've had good luck with it so far. It's you can get the whole set for $500, and frankly, you're not going to find a better value than that. You can spend less, but oh shit, that reminds me. Did I tell you guys that I bought that HWK gear that everyone's always talking about because I want to make a video on it? I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I literally want to like drag it behind my bike and see how long it takes to disintegrate. Ugh, sweet baked potatoes guy, you know how to camp in style. That's all you need. Maybe a tent and a sleeping bag too, but mostly just beer and a Mr. Puff Puff. The rest takes care of itself. If you drink enough beer, you don't care where you sleep. This dog, oh my god, look at her. Look at her ears. Look at her ears. She's assed out over there. Look at her. I gotta take a picture for my wife. Look at this dog. She looks like a rabbit. What an adorable ass dog. Oh my god, I like her. She's pretty good. She's pretty good. Sorry, I just got your email, DRZ writer, but there's like nothing there because it's just forwarded. But it doesn't. That email address sucks on my phone. It's much easier when I look it on the computer. The Bogota jacket is very comfortable and very versatile. So it's got that huge mesh panel on the front and the back, so it basically turns into a full mesh jacket. It's crazy. Um, and I'm sure it's very waterproof. I just, you know me, I don't love liners, so uh, yeah. That HWK jacket, Tommy, literally feels like tissue paper to me. The pants feel better, but the jacket is single stitched and you can see light through it. I would not trust my life to that. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't trust my skin to it. She got silent. Look at this dog. What cute. Nothing but the rain. Grab your gun and bring in the cat. Something like that. What's the line? Something about a gun and a cat. Sweet. Thanks, DRZ. I think I'm getting a Halo jacket, Frank. I'm excited to try it. Frank, I'm about to embarrass myself. Other Frank, the only one of those 3 movies I've seen is Wild Hogs, and I would not pick it. So, probably Easy Rider, I'm guessing, if I ever watched it. It's a little before my time. It's not a good excuse because there aren't that many great motorcycle um, movies out there. Steve, great question. I outgrew it. I gained a little weight, so the jacket fits, but not comfortably. Grab your gun and bring in the cat. Thank you. Peg recommendations for 300 Rally. I have the IMS Super Stocks on it. It's what I ran on my 250L. It's what I had on my DRZ. If you want the cheapest good foot peg that I've seen, it's those. The Tusk pegs are also good, but I don't know if they make one for the 300. I have them on my 450L. Long way around. That's a good choice. 750X is supposed to be a great highway bike. It has half a Honda Civic engine. It's kind of a very amazing feat of engineering. Okay, Big E. Well, then you're going to be limited to what you can find. It's harder because my brother had the same problem. The big sizes are hard. He ended up going to Cycle Gear and found some built stuff that was big enough for him. So, and the great thing about that is you can order built stuff from cyclegear.com, and if it ends up not fitting, you can go in and exchange it in the store. So, that's worth it. I had the Super Sports on my Africa Twin. I like the stocks because they're a little wider. I have a lot of false releases, ADV Motobuzz. Dude, the Marrakesh is some kind of crazy feat of engineering. I can't even begin to. I have no idea how they made such a comfortable jacket that's so protective. Bam, 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 dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I want to go Black Hills. I've heard that it's fabulous. Next year I'm gonna try to. The problem is they have that on my anniversary every year, so it's not me you have to convince. Let's just throw it out that. Let's just throw that out there. It's not me that has to be convinced. I want to go. Convincing my wife that I need to be gone on her anniversary is a little harder. It's bad enough I'm going to be gone on my birthday this year, but it's like, babe, it's a work trip. I got to go. My work trips are going and riding demo bikes at Big Bear. What a terrible job, right? What a terrible job. None of your business. I thought you said you were going back to work like an hour ago, dude. I'm happy you're here. I just don't want you to get in trouble. Thanks, James. Right, Garrick? It makes no sense. There's Matt. Matt missed my stream because he was editing my Get on ADV Fest video. Yeah, Kahuna. It's so the flexibility of it makes it worth it to me. Yeah. I often wear it with a windbreaker underneath when it's not raining. It's that good. So comfortable. I look forward to when I can switch to it every year because my nuts don't get smashed because it stretches. Press nuts. You guys remember the press nuts joke? Thanks, Big E. Matt edited it. Matt's here. Matt, that's a compliment for you, buddy. Venture Eric. That is quite a reference, dude. Good for you. Drop that. Been caught stealing once when I was 5. Whatever it was. That video was on MTV every 10 minutes, I swear, for like 2 years straight. I've seen it so many times back when MTV played music videos. For those of you that are under the age of, 40, MTV used to actually play music videos. That's why it was called music television. Oh, I'm into the sidecar. I can put the dog in it, and when she's not available, I guess Travis. Need that counterweight. Need that counterweight. Thriller. Great video. Great song. We rented that on VHS when I was in like 2nd grade. I remember renting it. Pop-up video was VH1, dude. Get out of here with that shit. You're showing your freaking youth. You're trying to like making up things and fitting in. But you don't know. VH1 is not MTV, dude. My wife has no interest in riding motorcycles whatsoever. 44, Davalope. 44. Old, but not quite in the... Old enough that this dog won't die before me, probably. So... But old enough to start having the conversation where it's like, after this one, will I only have one more in my whole life? Thanks, Raphael. Good to see you. Well, don't set me up with your obvious comments, Matt. And I won't say obvious answers, dude. You walked into it. Somebody was talking, or Jacob was talking about his 2 inches earlier, and I only had one choice. There's nothing else I could do. So you know how it is. Take. Great song. Me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Oops, just got a new patron. Which reminds me, not to fill my whole world up with commercials, but if you want to hang out in the after party, which will start, what time is it? About 10 minutes. Damn, it's about time. After party's fun because there's less people. It's a little bit easier to get your comments answered, questions answered, and well, let's just be honest. I started doing it because I drink too much and I get a little cussy after the 2nd hour. So if you would like a more raw, unfiltered experience, might be worth coming to the after party. If you don't want to see that, please don't come to the after party because you'll lose a lot of respect for me if you have any. And if you do, I don't understand why, but I don't want to lose whatever that is. So, but if you want to come to the after party, we'll stream for another hour. It's just an unlisted stream for channel members and patrons only. So if you're a channel member, I will post an unlisted link on the community page here on YouTube. You should get a notification. And for patrons, I will post the link to the unlisted stream on Patreon. You should also get a notification, but if not, that's where you go to find it. Tall man, I used to get smashed on the public live. Remember when neighbor Daryl would bring me shots of whiskey all night? And by the end of the night, I would go back and watch the stream, and I didn't remember half the things I said. Wasn't good. Eddie, where you been, bud? I feel like we bonded. We were brothers. We were octopus brothers. And then I haven't even talked to you since we got back. Like, we'll always have Mexico, you know? We'll always have Mexico. There's that. Oh, I used to sing. There's a video if you go far enough back. If you go far enough back on my channel, and we're talking 700 videos ago, there's a video where I just rapped the entirety of Ice Ice Baby while riding home one time. And I, for some reason, thought that was content people would care about. Yeah. Yeah, you want to talk about getting smashed on your stream? Let's talk about Tall Man Moto. He did. And Trav and I were talking about it the whole time. Like, rookie mistake drinking whiskey, man. Why do you think I drink beer on streams now? Because I used to get smashed, dude. It happened, and I was embarrassed by what I would see the next day. Oh, yeah, I like getting drunk. What can I say? It happens. Live events. You might run into Mr. Drinky McGinky. All right, let's do one more giveaway. Let's do one more giveaway because I have to pee again. And then hopefully some of you, if you want to, I missed the most important part. If you want to be a channel member or a patron, Patreon is $1. You can do it for $1 a month. And you can even sign up for a full year and save 15%. So $10.20 for a whole year of being a patron, getting early access to videos and live streams, after parties. And if you want to be a channel member, there's literally a button right below the video, $2 a month. At minimum, you can do more if you want, but the benefits are all the same, except if you're a $5 patron, I will send you $5 a month patron. I send you a sticker pack, and if you are a $20 a month patron, I'll send you a T-shirt. All right, I'll be right back. Showed up late, I would encourage you to go back and watch the first 15 minutes of this video of this stream because Starbuck went ape shit and was like tearing ass through the whole house. It was crazy. And then she passed out and she's just been sleeping ever since. But I swear to you, I thought she was gonna break something. She was going nuts, dude. She was crazy. It's the best zoomies I've seen her have. She's only been here 3 days, but like she saved the best for right now. You like my sign, tall man? I got that from Eddie. Eddie's a good guy. He hooks it up. He hooks it up. He's a good dude. I would not have wanted to do Mexico with anyone else. It was so great having him there. So great. What a good guy. He drinks as much as I do and rides as well as I do. And I mean that both in terms of riding well and also poorly. Same with drinking, really. All right, let's see who won. Closing the entries. And the winner of the sticker pack is Mr. Beardsley. Make sure you email me. dork@dorkandtheroad.com with your address, even though I think I've sent you stuff before. But I need it to be handy and in the email box because that's how I keep track of who I haven't sent stuff to. So, excuse me. Please email me your address and I'll get you some stickers sent out next week sometime. I try to take the weekends off. Excuse me. It looked like I was going to puke. I wasn't. It was just like a weird burp. More like a hiccup, I think. How much time is left? About 5 minutes. So, excuse me. you have any final questions, make sure you throw them in. If you haven't yet, think about becoming a channel member or a patron. We can hang out for another hour. You can be here if Starbucks gets zoomies again. Could happen. You don't know. You don't know. What video games do I have in the background? Well, the ones you can see are NFL Blitz. This is so hard to do backwards. Whoop. NFL Blitz. Nope. Pac-Man. And that is Marvel Superheroes. And this box right here actually is one I just got, and it has like 80 games on it, and it's easily moddable. So I'm excited about that. And then there's a few more over here, The Simpsons and Mortal Kombat and stuff. Hell yeah, Paul. Critter's here. He's a rock star. I would promote your event, Critter, but you already sold it out, so there's no point. Just like the Dork camp out. Pretty cool. I want people to come, but sold out. So promoting is just being mean. Can I really try to pace myself at events like that? So I try to stick to the beers. If there was a good bourbon there, I wouldn't say no to a sip or two, but I'm not going to drink the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So these are arcade one-ups. It's not like an actual Pac-Man. Dude, I played so much Contra. So much. I remember the code, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, people can still donate to Critters thing. Critters is a fundraiser. Mine is not a fundraiser because I just didn't charge anybody for it. Not been to Utah, but it's on the bucket list. I really want to ride with Everride. And now that I know that he knows who I am, maybe we can make that happen. Soon, I hope, Eric. I got an email about I'm trying to find a third gen, so DRZ Rider sent me info about his, but if anyone else has a third gen runner, let me know that they would sell. I'm trying to spend less than 10 grand on the whole build, which means I need to find one for 5 grand or less. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And depending on the mileage, because, you know, it's hard to find one with less than 250,000 miles on it these days. Yeah. What are we at? 7:50. Okay, we've got 3 minutes left. Anyone else? Thoughts, feelings, questions, comments, concerns? Does anybody want to pet my dog? You can't, but someday. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. Yeah, do you have a runner you want to sell me, tall man? I just got a notification from Amazon. They must have finally delivered the doggy gate. Yeah, and go subscribe to Tall Man and Critter and Explore Adventure Moto. Who else has a channel? I saw Delta Bravo. He's got a channel. Who else? If you have a channel, say subscribe to me so people can click on you and go to your channel. Thanks for watching, Adventure Eric. I have not run Moose because I ride on the road. And those are only for dirt bikes, right? I've never owned a straight dirt bike. Someday. Hey, we're riding it in July too, Squid. See you out there. Oxford comma, yes. It's too confusing without it. I just said it, dude. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. Thanks, Davalope. Tallman Moto edited it. That's why it was so good. When you get done with that, oh, Jacob, go follow Jacob Boone. When you get done fixing your bike, Trav, will you come fix the windscreen on the rally? Because I sort of ran it into a tree and I need to fix it before I sell it back to Eddie. Yep. See, be a BMW. See, I don't begrudge you anything. We are a Toyota Honda family. I have been my whole life. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to do maintenance, so I buy Toyotas and Hondas. Just like same reason why I like Honda motorcycles. Exact same thing. And Yamaha is the Toyota of motorcycles, so that's why I have one of those. Oh yeah, everyone played Oregon Trail, but those of us who grew up in Oregon really liked it. All right, I'm going to take off. So if you are a channel member or a patron, just hang out for a second, and I will post the link to the unlisted stream. It takes me about 5 minutes. Zach, I had it Baja no pinch, and it made all the difference. That is a worthwhile investment. They're like $100. So, for the rest of you, until next month, look forward to seeing you. Thanks for hanging out, celebrating my birthday with me. Hopefully, I'll see some of you at Touratech or Giant Loop. Next month's stream, I think, is going to be delayed because of Giant Loop. And then probably delayed another week because we'll all be playing Diablo 4. But for me and for Starbuck and for Chewy, who's hiding over there, it's been great hanging out with you guys. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to hang out with you next month. I'll see you guys on the after party.